Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. I attended the burial of George Odwor, Raila Odinga's trusted bodyguard, earlier today in Ndori, Raila constituency, Siaya County. George was a very good man. And that's why personally, yesterday I was at the airport to receive his body. And today I went to witness his burial. George was a very good man. But I listened to the speeches there and paid very close attention to the body languages. But there's something I observed. There's a very big trouble in ODM party. And Raila Odinga must figure out how he's going to address that particular issue within ODM party. But I don't want us to talk about that for now. In this video, I want us to talk about the confrontation Edwin Sifuna had with the president. Because Edwin Sifuna confronted the president with what most people considered to be truths. And you could even tell from the crowd the way they were reacting when Edwin Sifuna was speaking. And William Ruto, being William Ruto, had to respond immediately to Edwin Sifuna.
Na nimesikia Sifuna anaongea na nguvu. Wakati unaongea mambo yangu Sifuna, ujue mimi ndio mwanzilishi wa ODM. So naenda polepole kidogo. Yes. Sisi ndio tulianza hii kitu. Ama namna gani? Na unajua ukinisukuma sana nitaitisha mkutano ya founder members ya ODM. Sindio? Unajua tukiitisha hiyo mkutano tunaweza kufanyia discipline sisi ambao tulianza chama. Sindio? So tuendeni mosmos. Ile kitu mimi nataka niwaambie ni kwamba vile ndugu zangu wameongea hapo mbeleni.
And there's a question I've been asking on this platform. Do you think Edwin Sifuna can just get the guts to speak eloquently, courageously, and truthfully the way he's been doing without the approval and the blessings of Raila Odinga? I doubt.
I'm appealing to Kenyans, ni lazima tuje pamoja tulinde nchi. Na pia nimesikia katibu mkuu wa chama chetu cha ODM akisema maneno ya watoto wa huko kwangu. Pia ningeliomba nyinyi politicians, let us not mix politics with our young children. Tuache watoto wasome. Ukiwa ukitaka siasa, fanya na adults, usiende kwa watoto. Chanzi sana. Pumbavu sana. Ninataka kuachia hapo. Nasema poleni sana. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Ladies and gentlemen, and because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objectives, in this video, I want us to try and figure out why Edwin Sifuna confronted the president the way he did. But first of all, let us listen in to Edwin Sifuna confronting the president.
Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi ndio Sifuna. Ukiangalia ngoja kwanza. Ukiangalia hapa mbele huyu muungwana amelala, amefunikwa na bendera ya chama cha ODM. Nataka nikuambie Mheshimiwa Junet, mimi ni mtu mdogo, lakini kiti ambacho nimekalia ni kikubwa sana. Kiti cha katibu mkuu wa chama lazima kiheshimiwe. Na ndio kwa maana tumechukua hiyo bendera tumefunika huyo mwanachama. Sio kila mtu wa ODM akifariki huwa tunafunika hiyo bendera. Ni heshima kubwa ambaye tunamtunuku ndugu yetu George. Mimi unanipa majukumu pale kama katibu wako. Junet amesema yake, hata mimi na yangu. Mimi nilikuwepo pale tukiandikisha mkataba na chama cha UDA. Na huo mkataba kuna mambo inazungumzia. Baba, watu wetu hawa walienda uchaguzi wa chama Kenya nzima, na nataka niwashukuru wana ODM kwa sababu mlifanya uchaguzi kwa amani. Kulikuwa na sehemu chache ambazo zilikuwa na shida, lakini tutarekebisha. Lakini Mheshimiwa Raila, wiki moja kabla tufanye huo uchaguzi, nilipokea barua kutoka kwa msajili wa vyama. Msajili wa vyama ananiambia amekata bajeti ya chama cha ODM kwa shilingi milioni 42. Inafanya kazi yetu kama viongozi wa chama kuwa ngumu sana. Na huo mkataba tuliandikisha ulikuwa unasema, Mheshimiwa Rais, kwamba tuheshimu sheria ikiwemo sheria ya vyama. Mimi nataka kukuomba, kwa sababu tumeambiwa ati siku hizi treasury inalala sindo, sijui chairman ya budget ako hapa ni mtu ya ODM. Mheshimiwa Junet, wakati unaangalia hiyo mabudget, tafadhali wekea wanachama wa ODM pesa yao chini ya sheria vile ambavyo inahitajika. Jambo la pili, Mheshimiwa Raila, chini ya huo mkataba tulisema kaunti zetu zipate 450 billion Kenya shillings. Nimesikia fununu Junet, nyinyi mnapendekeza kwenye National Assembly 405. Tulisema 450, sio 405. Tafadhali kaa urekebishe hapo, mambo itakuwa sawa. Ya mwisho, Mheshimiwa Rais, Bishop ametuambia hapa kwamba kazi yako ni ngumu sana. Na mimi nakubaliana naye, hata mimi saa nyingine huwa najiuliza vile wewe unalala. Lakini kuna zingine, Mheshimiwa Rais, wanasema Waswahili, mwiba wa kujidunga hauambiwi pole. Kuna watu kwa serikali yako kazi yao ni kushika handball kila siku. Sasa kama hii drama yote tumeona Nakuru, ati watoto wanakatazwa kufanya mchezo, sijui wanapigwa tear gas, sijui wanafukuzwa. Hiyo ni mwiba wa kujidunga, Mheshimiwa Rais. Wale ambao wanahusika na kufanya kazi yako ikuwe ngumu, read them the riot act, kwa sababu tunajua kazi yako ni ngumu zaidi, wasifanye ikuwe ngumu zaidi. Kwa hayo mengi nasema asanteni sana, na Mungu amlaze George mahali pema peponi.
That's Edwin Sifuna. In this video, I want us to understand why Edwin Sifuna confronted the president in the manner he did. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you paid very close attention to Edwin Sifuna's confrontation, he mentioned three very important things. He touched on three. The first thing Edwin Sifuna touched on is the funding to ODM party. Why do you think Edwin Sifuna raised the issue of ODM funding? Because according to Sifuna, William Ruto's government is planning to reduce the funding of ODM party. But Sifuna believes that because of the broad-based government and the need to fund political parties, ODM should get their rightful share. And from that, probably Raila Odinga asked him to ask that question as the Secretary General of the party. So that's the first thing he raised. Then Edwin Sifuna also talked about the echoes of war, touching on William Ruto's allies. Of course, that's something which Kenyans have been talking about. And Edwin Sifuna also spoke about devolution. Remember, in Raila Odinga's speech, he also talked tough on the issue of devolution. And Raila Odinga even went further and claimed that if these issues are not going to be addressed, then they're going to make devolution a campaign issue. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at and if you studied Edwin Sifuna's speech and paid very close attention to what Raila Odinga was also saying, you'll agree that there's a way they're converging at some point. But I want to ask some 4 or 5 questions about this confrontation between Edwin Sifuna and William Ruto. Before I do that, a big shout out to our today's sponsors, Carotex Computers. If you are looking for a reliable and quality computers and accessories, then Carotex Computers is the place to go. They offer both brand new and refurbished laptops, desktops, tablets, and a variety of accessories. They are located at Nairobi's Bazaar Plaza along Moi Avenue, first floor, showroom number 7. They also deliver nationwide, which means you can conveniently place your order via their website, which is pinned in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. Let us go straight to the question. The first question Is Raila Odinga blowing hot and cold in this broad-based government? That is the question which most Kenyans are currently asking. Because based on the tough questions and the tough speech by Edwin Sifuna, it is now clear that Edwin Sifuna cannot just be speaking. The truth is, if Raila Odinga didn't want Edwin Sifuna to say whatever he said there, he would not have said that. That is the fact. That's the fact. Which means either Raila Odinga is multi-betting. He wants to be this side and also this side. He has his people this side and others this side. And that's why Raila Odinga's statement, like we are going to make that devolution a campaign issue, is something which should worry William Samoei Arap Ruto. So that's the first question. Is Raila Odinga blowing hot and cold? The second question I want to ask, can Edwin Sifuna, the Secretary General of ODM Party, just confront William Ruto the way he did without Raila Odinga's approval? I've always told you on this platform on many occasions that I know how ODM operates. If Raila Odinga doesn't want something, he sends signals. And the signals are normally sent through the men in black. Through the men in black. The men in black cannot allow Edwin Sifuna to use that microphone. If Raila didn't want Sifuna to speak, he would have signaled them. Or he would have told Sifuna. So the question is Raila Odinga part and parcel of what Edwin Sifuna is trying to say? My third question, are there two factions within ODM party? Of course, it's now clear that you have two factions within ODM party. And I began this video by saying that I studied the body language. There were clear strategy to stop members of parliament from speaking. In fact, Edwin Sifuna was also sneaked in. Edwin Sifuna was sneaked in. Those are the truths. Even Wajakoya the fifth was sneaked in. When Babu Wino arrived, he was cheered widely. Of course, that was a funeral, but we've seen other funerals. MPs are always given chance even to wave or to say hi. That did not happen. But it was clear that we have two factions. One by Orengo, the other one led by Junet. Clear. And my last question, is ODM party committed to supporting William Ruto's re-election bill? Because from William Ruto and what I gathered, he's banking fully on ODM party support. But is ODM party committed to supporting him? Let us wait and see. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.